The guy who exposed Sony for downgrading the PS5 is getting threats from PlayStation fanboys. So Sony downgraded the PS5 a little bit, and this guy made a video on it. Basically, if you get a new PS5 now, it is going to have a worse cooling system than the launch PS5 did, and it'll be sold at the same price.
So two things. One is hi, and the second thing is, let me go get this wrapping up my arm. Okay, so I don't get why people are sending death threats to the person who brought to light what Sony is doing with the new version of the PS5. You know, normally when you see something that is a new version of something old, you expect it to be better, not worse than the older version. Sony is selling a new version of the PS5 that will overheat faster, meaning that they downgrade the parts that they're using that they didn't use in the base version. This is really bad and it will hurt console users. Let me explain what I mean. For those who grew up in the Xbox 360 era, do you guys not remember the red ring of death? You do, don't you? Because everyone has at least gone through it 1 or 2 times, or 3 or 4 or however more. Whenever you got the red ring of death, depending on what it looked like, it indicated a certain problem that was going on with the console. Overheating was one of the reasons, which oftentimes led to general hardware failure. Now, Xbox users were very lucky because you could actually send your Xbox to Microsoft and they would go ahead and fix the red ring of death / repair what was going on in the console. But that didn't mean it stopped the red ring of death from coming back. It was more of a temporary fix. Now, for Windows PC users, we have the blue screen of death. Now, the blue screen of death can be caused by a couple of reasons, such as poorly written device drivers, malfunctioning hardware, such as faulty memory, power supply issues, overheating of components, or hardware running beyond its specification limits. Notice the words overheating of components. This is the reason why a lot of PC users have like 3, 4, 5 fans, or they have a water cooling system in their PC case because they don't want the components in their PC to heat up. That will cause errors and problems. With that said, Sony is selling a product that is bound to overheat faster than the base version, will most likely result in a lot of console users experiencing a lot of problems with their console. Sony is not doing the same thing Microsoft did for Xbox users. Yet you are paying the same price for the new version as you would for the base version. So with people defending Sony and sending death threat to the person who exposed what Sony is doing, either they're doing this for clout or they're all fucking morons. Because like, why would you ever defend this? This situation is basically equivalent to the time that Apple got exposed for throttling their old version of their phones and didn't say anything at all. It's very cringy that people have this weird attachment to companies nowadays and defend them.